Bam! Hey, hello everybody, this is Miguel Nunez, Miguel A. Nunez Jr. And you are watching FlyNubianKingTV.com. And I am here, it's Monday, and I am happy today. I don't know why I'm happy, I'm just happy. I have no reason to be happy, but I'm just happy. But what I did want to say to you guys is, thank you guys for tuning in. What the hell is that? Oh. Thank you guys for tuning in to FlyNubianKingTV.com. FlyNubianKingTV.com. Make sure you hit that little thumbs up button for me. I want you to like this video. I want you to share. I want you to tell everybody about FlyNubianKingTV.com. And I want you to like it, share it, and make sure that you guys stay with me. I'm going to turn this incense out because I can see smoke coming across the screen. Looks beautiful though, huh? But anyway, guys, listen to me. I'm going to talk to you guys about something that is going to really sound weird, and I've been thinking about it over the weekend, and I really think this is something that we need to pay attention to, because if a white man was to say what I'm going to say, I mean, it would cost, I don't know, what, anger or something, but I'm going to say it because it's true. I do believe, well, I don't say I do believe, I do feel what the white men are out there saying and thinking when they are saying and thinking that there is an all-out assault on the white man. And it's an all-out assault on the white man. And if we ain't careful as white men, we're going to be the minority, we're going to lose everything, and it's going to be hell for us. So we are forcing them to mobilize. Let me tell you what. You got to think about this, guys. Now remember, they're already the shrinking population. Minorities are surpassing them in statistics, and so, but they still hold the most power. But you got to remember, there are very few of the white people that hold the power. And the ones that do hold the power, the ones that are down here, if you're white, they treat you the same as black. So, but when we are out there, and all of our texts and posts and everything is about the white man, the white supremacy, the white man, the white supremacy, the supremacy, the white man this and the white man that, and the white man this and the white man that. Attacking the white man. If you are a young white man, you got to remember that the white people that we're talking to and we're talking about, these white people around us going, what the fuck are y'all talking about? But we're coming from a legitimate place of anger and frustration that were put upon us and passed down from generations and generations by the white man and the white establishment. But what we fail to realize is the white generation now, they weren't around back then. They're not responsible for the horrible abuses and the things that we are suffering now because of their ancestors. They're reaping the benefits of them, but they're not the responsible for it. So they feel like they are being attacked from every single. If you were a white man in America, I would literally have to think about it, and just think about it for a second. You are an endangered species. You are in danger of being eliminated. You are in danger, and you should mobilize, because all I can hear from the black side is white supremacy, this. Why don't we stop attacking the white man and start attacking the issues? The issues are the most important thing, and that, I promise you, and if we attack the issues and stop taking them, because listen, I don't have a problem with white power. I don't have a problem with it. And you shouldn't have a problem with it. Listen, we got all kinds of black power. NAACP, I don't know where the hell they at and what they're doing, but we got all kinds of organizations. Black power, black pride. We are beautiful, everything. But the moment a white person says white power is some kind. But here's the problem, and this is to you, anybody white out there who are listening. The problem with it is, I don't have a problem, and I'm sure most black people don't have a problem with you having pride in your race, having pride in having a white organization that wants to promote white pride amongst your youth. Now, because now there are some youth now, white youth, back in the day, they were all kicking it up. They ain't had to worry about shit. But right now, there are white youth that need some white uplifting power. But the problem is when you associate it with far right racist supremacy, then that's when it negates any legitimacy that you have whatsoever in saying that all I want is pride in my people. We want black pride in our people. We have all kinds of organizations. We stand while we preach to our black children how we should have more pride and that we should not have a problem with white folks doing the same thing to their little children. And we don't, white people. It's just when you take the opportunity to preach pride to yours, you preach hate and negativity and down to other races. That's not what black people do. When we have an organization, it just means uplifting the black people and getting them a more social, economically viable and in the right position so they can prosper and become black, productive members of society. But white organizations, most white power organizations are anti-this and anti-that and anti-this and anti-that. You don't have to be anti-anything. If you're a white organization, we don't have a problem with you having your white pride, as long as it doesn't infringe upon the rights of others. Now, when you say, I just want white pride, and then you go associate yourself with somebody as negative and as demonic and as pathetic as the Ku Klux Klan, who has a history of atrocities towards people. It's the same as saying the Nazis. I want to join the Nazi party. That's the same thing as saying if you join the Ku Klux Klan. You can't say you join the Ku Klux Klan because you just want, black pride and black unity. If that's the case, then why don't you start your own? I'm sorry, my phone was on. But listen, so my point is, we are making the white man feel, and we're forcing him. Let me rephrase that. We're forcing the younger white generation by continually attacking, and they hearing about, the white man this and the white man that and the white man this and the white man that and the white man this and the white man that. They feel like they're being attacked. So they have and you think about it, when any animal, any person, when you are pushed and your back is against the wall, you want to come out fighting and you want to come out swinging. And that's the same is true for everybody. So we got to expect white folks to come in. We have to be more open, more loving. And that has nothing to do with giving in to any form of necessary needs or demands that we may have. Just because you give in to it, there's a lot of times you have to negotiate to get the things that we want. We don't need to be a race of people or black people, and then there's some black against the white, blacks against this, blacks against anybody. We should be blacks on a mission, standing together for black pride and pride in our neighborhood. And I doubt if there's one neighborhood in America that's all black. You have to be pride in your neighborhood, in every single person in your neighborhood. You have to learn to love everybody, period. Every race. There is no, unless you want to move to the remote village in Africa, then you're going to have to live with, around, and everybody. And that's the bottom line. We have to stop forcing the white man to feel like he's being attacked from every single angle. Now, we know that all of our problems and all of the things of any kind of agenda that we may have had or have had has all been, the obstacles to those agendas have all been put up by institutionalized racism set up by older white men in political positions, because that was the way it was established. But we cannot continue to blame the white people around us now, who are pretty much stuck in the same shit that we're stuck in, for the problems created by the white man. Because the white man did create them. But we can't blame the white people who are stuck and trapped just like we are. That's like they're down there saying, well, it's still your fault because them your people. Them your people. No. We have to stop doing that. We have to look at the issues that affect everybody that's in this position, the issues that affect everybody that's hurting, the issues that affect everybody that's hungry, the issues that affect everybody that can't get a job, the issues that affect everybody in your neighborhood. Now, if you got more blacks in your neighborhood, then your issues are about more blacks. Period. You always have to attack the issues and not the person. We spend so much time attacking for people who ain't even really here anymore. Our racism and our roadblocks are not set up by any one white person. Nobody white. You see a white person, that person, they haven't done shit to you. And when you see a white person, you meet a white person, that person has done nothing to your black agenda. That white person has done nothing to stop your agenda. But we look at these white people as white people, and the same white people that did all of this shit. The same white people that put all of these barriers. That's not true. They are not. They are suffering as well as we are by the barriers that were put forth by their own forefathers. Because when everybody isn't prospering, when everybody isn't doing well, then you have anarchy, because some people have to steal, some people have to rob, some people have to do all of these different things. But when a whole society is doing well, you have peace and harmony. That's the bottom line, guys. Okay, so listen, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hit that button. I want you to like this video. I want you to share this video. And I want you to subscribe to FlyNubianKingTV.com. And also, guys, if you got money, or you have money coming, everybody got some tax returns coming, and you want to know what to do with it, because a lot of people, they just get their shit, can't wait to get that check, and can't wait to spend it. Immediately, I bet you everybody got tax return already got some things they thinking about what they're going to do with the money already. Guaranteed, they're already thinking about what they're going to do with the money. But I guarantee you that same, I don't even know, shit, 3,000, 4,000, whatever kind of check you get back, you can invest that money, and you can take that money and turn that money into more money. That's the key. You got to let your money work for hard as you as you work for it. That is the key. There's so many ways out there, like Turo. Go out, find a little piece of doodle car on the side of the street, $800, $1,200, clean it up, put it on Turo, charge $25 a day. It'll work every day of the month for you. That's the bottom line. There's so many ways out there. So you need to go to FlyNubianMoney.com. Because see, he set up, Dr. Boyce Watkins set up this FlyNubianMoney.com just for this purpose. So we can help. Same thing. Here we go again. Black people and anybody who needs to know, what to do with their money. You can go to FlyNubianMoney.com. Okay, it's to help black people, but it's for anybody. Anybody you know, anybody in the neighborhood, anybody who has money, who wants to know what to do with your money besides freaking spend it. If you know what you want to do and you have some money, then you can go to FlyNubianBusiness.com. See, there are people who putting information out there for you. FlyNubianMoney.com. So if you have money and you want to start a business, FlyNubianBusiness.com. FlyNubianBusiness.com. So now you got the money. Now you can think about what kind of business I want to think. Because a lot of people do the wrong things. They'll just immediately just go throw their money into some shit. Just throw their money into some shit without even doing the research. Open up this right here. I'm opening up this right here. And then 6 months wondering, why the hell this right here didn't work? Because you didn't do your research. You didn't know they was building around in that area and they got 6 other places just like yours over there. You have to do your research. You have to go to FlyNubianBusiness.com, and it'll tell you and it'll give you a lot of insight and a lot of information. Always do your research. Now, we're going to get back to this. Now, I know you guys are, if you just tuned in, I'm Miguel Nunez, and you are watching FlyNubianKingTV.com. And I just want to say that I don't have a problem with white power organizations, or any organizations that would like to instill white pride among the youth, because I think white youth are just as lost as we are, as our black youth are. That's why they're out there with these pants trying to sag out, and they're out there shooting and doing the same shit. It's the same shit. But when you want to associate, here's what they do. You want to teach hate Any organization that teaches hate, we have to stop. We have to be 100% against. Period. I don't mind you having your white pride long as you don't want nobody to hate somebody else. Why does you having white pride mean somebody else got to hate somebody else? Why do you having white pride means that somebody else got to look down on somebody else? That's when it becomes a problem, my friend. No one has a problem with you having pride in yourself, because when you have pride in yourself, when you have pride in your own self, you're less racist. You know, this most racist, you know, and rich folks, they don't even really care. Them rich folks got all kinds of black things. They don't give a damn. You know, when white folks start to feel like they should have something that they ain't got, and how this person got something that they should have, that's when racism comes. When everybody's doing well, it's less of it. That's what I feel, period. Anyway. But a lot of times I see white supremacists yelling, white power, white power, white power, and that turns everybody against it. So it's like, what is the equivalent of the NAACP? What is the equivalent of the NAACP? It seems like all your white power movements are radicalized, hate-mongering organizations. Now, if you say, because I was talking to a white guy who was saying, you know, why can't we have our NAACP? Well, then have yours. But the NAACP doesn't teach hate. We don't walk out wearing Nazi symbols with the atrocities. And anytime you wear a Nazi symbol, that is an automatic insult to the Jewish community who lost. And not only the Jewish community, there were 400 million people that died damn near. 400,000 civilians, Germans, all different kinds of races all over the world, in every country that died in World War II. So it's not just but to even wear that symbol. So if you want to associate yourself with the KKK, all these other right wing, then you cannot say that all you want is white pride. You know, I just want to be a white pride. No, that's not what you want. That's not what you want. What you want is to be a white pride on the backs and the blood of every other race, every other label that you want. And that's what we as black people have to stop doing. We have to stop labeling. We have to stop falling into this labeling thing, because what the labeling does is it gives them the elite an opportunity. Okay, if you guys want to say, okay, this, black boy, this, then we're going to leave you in those groups. And it gives them a chance to monetize those levels. Okay, well, if you're on this, then we think you're this. And if you there, we think you're that. And if you're over there, we think you're this. So they get to put little different values on the levels that we are creating. And then you have people and children and kids in those different levels who are feeling this about people looking down to them. Are the ones down there who are feeling like people are like this to them and feel like, how can I ever get there? And now it becomes about how many likes I got and who doesn't like me. That's why there's so much suicide. We are creating our own problems. We need to stop, concentrate on the white supremacy, white supremacy, white. I keep seeing that word so much, and white supremacy, and white man. I keep saying that shit so much more now. It's like it's coming back more now than it ever was in 2000s and in the 90s. You didn't hear that shit no more, because the white man was out there partying with our ass. And everybody was doing well. Everybody. And we was partying together. There was none of that shit. None of that shit. But that's why, because we're perpetuating it ourselves with the white man. Shit, the white man should feel he's under attack. Shit, everywhere I turn, white supremacy, the white man. Like we blaming him for everything. He feels under attack. So instead of us attacking the white man, we should attack the issues. The issues, because it's not the white man, it's the white institutionalized racism that was set up long before the white folks that you and I are dealing with ever came around. But we keep throwing the dirt and the bricks at them. Your people did it. Your people did it. Your people built this. Stop. Fuck that. How about let's figure out how to get rid of it, the wall. We need to stop focusing so much on attacking the white man and the white supremacy issue and just attack the issues that we need. And then if we want to attack a white man, we find out, like I said before, we find out which white man organization that's backing any of these politicians who don't back whatever part of our agenda that we're trying to get across. That's how you do it, because if you start attacking and you keep attacking, then if somebody's attacking, the first thing you got to do if somebody's, or even if you hear rumblings of an attack in a war, first thing you're supposed to do, you're supposed to call your group, you're supposed to call your team, you're supposed to call your soldiers, and you say, look, I feel something's coming, and then you got to start preparing for what you feel is coming. And that's why they keep talking race war coming. So they're starting to sit back. They're starting to feel what they got coming. So they call your team. And that's what they're doing. And that's why we see so many more hate groups rising. So many more hate incidents rising. We are adding to the problem, brothers and sisters. We should never even say white supremacy out of our mind anymore. We shouldn't even say the white man. It should be banned. If it was up to me, it would be banned from this thing, because I think that is adding to the problem. It's causing some of the white people that ain't even have nothing to do with it. They hear it so damn much. Now they start saying, shit, you shit, damn you. And now we're bringing them to the other side of the table because we're including them into something they wouldn't have nothing to do with. I didn't even know they were involved. Now you talking white man. My husband is a white man. That's what they're thinking. We attack the issues. And then we may have some of these white people going, you know what? They are right about that. Because now we're shooting them with the issues. The issues. Now you're going to still have some of those racists out there. Well, I ain't nobody hear nothing about those damn issues. That ain't nothing niggas. But if we continue with the white man, now the white man out there who are racist is going to get more support from the ones who aren't. I could use the black social media. I could say one could use the black social media as a recruiting tool. If I was recruiting, I could use the black social media and show you how many times they're talking about the black man, the white man, the white man. I could use that as a recruiting tool to arm up white people to say, listen, you see what's going on? You see what they're doing? But when in reality, we aren't even talking about, when we say the white man and white supremacy, we really are talking about the white man, the white institution, we're not talking about any specific person. But you got to remember, on the other side, every word we say like that is a specific person. It's speaking to a specific person. And that specific person is whoever hears it. Think about it. When you just put it out there, you ain't talking about a specific, but when I'm a white man, I hear it, you talking to me. And I'm white. So we have to be careful. We don't want to become a recruiting tool. Our fight isn't with no white man. Our fight is not with a white man. Your fight is not with any white man. Period. It's a white institution that has been put up with roadblocks and stumbling blocks to trip you up. But in the same token, there are lots and lots and lots of detours and roads around and through the maze that they have set up. And those roadblocks and mazes were set up to get the white people through. Because remember, they're the same rules and laws. But they were made, they got these little things that black people don't even find out about. So you just got to do your research. And that's why some black folks get through. They figure it out. They ain't getting no hand up. We got to start to make sure our kids are reading books. More people out there, more parents are more concerned with their child getting reading social media than they are reading books. They have got to start. We have got to start getting this into our children's head now, because we're a lost generation of PDAs and Twitters, and we're all talking about the wrong shit. Which candidate is going to be in office? That person and this person. That's bullshit. That's not what we got to do, y'all. we have to first put on the breastplate of love. Period. And how can you say, and you gotta love everybody? I'm serious. If you think you just cause I don't love black people, I'm just love black people, then I don't want nothing to do with that. Because I love everybody, and the only way we're going to prosper, get ahead, is if you learn to love everybody. Because in this road in life, in this road of success, failure, happiness, sadness, whatever it is, there's one thing that is absolutely certain, and that is you're going to have to interact with everybody. Unless you want to stay home every day, and still the mailman might come, somehow you're going to still have to interact with everybody. So you have to learn to love everybody, and we have to pick our fights and know who we're fighting. Because it's not about freaking the white man and the white supremacy. My thing is, I literally can go through social media and understand why so many white people out there are saying, I want to do a white power, man. You know what I'm saying? My race is under attack. You see, the white man's going to become extinct. They're right. Shit, look at it. Everywhere you turn, everybody talking about the white man, the white man, the white man, and this. So what we're doing is, we're doing that list. We're coming. We're coming. So now they listen. We're coming. If we were just talking, and we're coming for the institute, break down the institution. While the guards, the old Mitch McConnell and all of those racist guards are still in place. So now what do you think they're going to do? While you're down there yelling out their names, what they're going to do is they're going to start tightening up the screws of the institution. They're going to tighten up the screws of the institution because they're still in place. So they're going to still there and protect themselves. So it's going to take everybody. It's going to take black, white, old, young, Spanish, Asian. It doesn't matter. Everybody, we have to become Americans again. That is the key. We have to become Americans and not black Americans or white Americans. And the only way you're going to break down these institutions is if you stop fighting amongst each other. It's only one enemy, and that is the 1%. Period. Because I promise you, they don't care if you black or white down there. You think you down there and the 1% give about you? They don't. I'm very sorry to tell you that, and if you thought they did, if you didn't know, now you know. They don't. They care about keeping the system exactly the way it is. There's no problem along the rich. Just keep rich. And some guy just got 178. What was it? AT&T 178 million. I don't know. I don't want to say that name because it might not have been them. A bonus. A $78 million bonus. Some company executive. I remember back in the day when I first started working in this business, I would have to get a job, because I was just starting. I had a little pager, and every year, every Christmas, every employee got a big bonus check. Now I hear they done stopped giving that bonus check. Employees don't get bonus checks anymore. All the bonus checks went to here, and the executives just, shit, why are we giving that to them? Now they're getting their money. Those millions and millions and millions of dollars should be split up with the people in the corporations. But what do? They don't do shit. If I was working for a corporation, there was like, we had thousands of employees. Why don't you guys get your own employee union? And once you guys find out that executive got $78 million and y'all all got a check for like $250, then everybody stopped working. And then you protest, make sure nobody else go in there and take your job. You're going to have to start, we in America are going to have to get back to the way it used to be when in civil rights time. When there was things we didn't agree with, when there were things that we needed changing, they took to the freaking streets and they hit them where it hurt in the pocketbook. They went straight to the pocketbook, the boycotts. And I said that you got to go back and look at my last, I'm not going to go through that shit again, but you got to go look at my last post to tell you exactly how we got to do it, how we have to do it. We have to cut it off. And if you start with the boycotts, that's exactly what Martin Luther King did. He knew it. He was smart. And then they took ass whooping. They didn't all sit on their ass and do what we do, tweet and talk about shit. And then sit around talking to the white man, think about it. Back then, way easier. It was way easier for them to say the white man this, white man that. They could have, Martin Luther King could have been standing on every corner in America. Well, the white man is keeping us from this. And the white man is keeping us from that. And the white man and the white supremacy. White supremacy. He ain't do none of that shit. Martin Luther King talked about the issues. He kept it straight on the issues. Proof right there in the pudding. Perfect analogy. Martin Luther King was about equal rights and all of this stuff. He kept it on the issues. He ain't running around attacking the white man, attacking the white man. Because when you attack a white man, now you got a white man that's going to be trying to block your attack and won't go back on the offensive. Why are we creating our own roadblocks? So, again, I want you guys to know that you're watching FlyNubianKingTV.com. This is, I want you to hit that little thumbs up button right there. I think it's right there. I want you to hit that little thumbs up button. I want you to like the video. I want you to share the video. And I will be here Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But I also want you to know that if you have some money, you can go to FlyNubianMoney.com. That's important because I like to see everybody doing well. And I see so many people just throw their money away. And the first thing they get money, I'm like, what'd you do with it? Oh, I bought this. Oh, God. I'm like, what? Yeah, I went out and bought this. Dude, I mean, I ain't trying to hear that. What am I going to do with $1,500? Dude, $1,500 can do so much. Go to FlyNubianMoney.com. I'll go to FlyNubianBusiness.com if you want to start a business. But anyway, you are at FlyNubianKingTV.com. Make sure you subscribe because we're going to have a lot of different people coming on talking from time to time. And the sister network is FlyNubianQueen.com. And I was talking today about white supremacist group and how their white power movement. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with a white power movement because we have a black power movement. So if you're just tuning in, that's what I'm talking about tonight. I don't have a problem with white power movements because we have so many black power movements and we need, and I think our problem is not with the white man. Our problem is with the white man's institutionalized system that is keeping us from getting our agendas through. And the white man's blocking came from way back. And we keep shouting the white man. And that is being heard by every young white man, young white boy right now who don't know what the fuck. It had nothing to do with the setting up, the blocking of the institutionalization of the roadblocks. That had nothing to do with, they don't understand it. It's like we're radicalizing them. We're radicalizing the young white youth who just out here just having a good time, listening to music, don't know nothing about all this shit. And now all they keep hearing about and going on social media, seeing the white man, the white man, the white man. Wait a minute, I'm going to be a white man one day. What are we doing to them? What are we doing to this kid? We have to think about what we say. Let's take our minds off white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. And let's start keeping our minds on the agenda and not the blame game. We're never going to get our agenda through if we keep trying to find out why and blame the person and trying to keep people pressure on the person who did it as opposed to keep pressure on how to get over it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. If you spend as much energy on trying to figure out how to break through the racist past white man's roadblock now, if you concentrate on how to get through that roadblock, as opposed to constantly talking about the roadblock, constantly criticizing the roadblock, constantly talking about how bad the roadblock is, constantly talking about how much this roadblock has hurt my people. This roadblock is done by that white man, the roadblock, block. What the fuck are you talking about? All of that, instead of just worrying about, okay, the roadblock is here, how do we get around it? How do I get past it? all of that roadblock energy that you put on talking about the roadblock, talking about the this, talking about the that, could be going to talking about how to get past that issue, because I promise you, there is nothing that you will ever come up against that you can't overcome. And there is no white man on this earth who can block you from doing anything if you set your damn mind to do it. I promise you to God, I don't care who he is, no white man can stop you from achieving anything if you seriously, truly, 100% dedicated and set yourself on it and you go for it. I promise you, nothing. If you know that to be real, then you should know that nothing can stop you. So stop talking about white man, and radicalizing the white youth for no reason whatsoever. Because like the Bible said, a fight is not against people, but it's against demons. It's not against flesh and blood. And just like right now, our fight is not against any one white man. It's not against the white man. It's against the institutionalized system that was set up by whites in the past. But now there are cracks, there are so many holes, and there are some good white people that actually left the holes for us. There are things that are there, but don't concentrate on them. Just concentrate on getting over. I would not be where I am if I'd have spent my whole life talking about why I can't be an actor and why, it's hard for blacks, why we don't get the right roles and all of that shit. They were all there. They were all legitimate. I could have. But they ain't giving black roles nothing but pimps, and I ain't gonna play that shit. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff was there when I started. I didn't concentrate on the problems that were before me. I concentrate on getting past the problems that were before me. That's exactly what we have to do in this nation as a black race, as a race of poor, downtrodden, middle class, caring, loving, all races, Americans. And I don't care about any white person who wants to join a white power movement in your neighborhood, as long as that movement teaches tolerance, love, respect for yourself. And your white people have done some great things in the past. They've stolen a lot of great things, but they've done a lot of great things as well. So you should be proud about all of that. We don't all hate you. We all want to love everybody and get along. So I think we need to stop radicalizing our young with this hatred. And you may not think you hate, and that's not what you mean, because I know that's not really what you mean. I don't have read anything anybody said on this that symbolizes that they hate anybody white. I have not seen it here, I not have read it here, that symbolizes that anyone here hates anybody white. But I have heard a lot of criticism and talking about the white supremacy of the white man and the white supremacy of the white man. That is true in the past. I don't think that, well, of course we know white men are doing it now, but I'm saying the fact that you concentrated back in the past, he didn't concentrate on, Martin Luther King didn't concentrate on those. He didn't concentrate on the white man and the barriers that put for him. He did the issues, and I'm saying we have to do that same thing now. Of course we could. Of course we could. Of course we could go out and preach and talk about the pain and all this stuff that the white man has caused and all of his institutionalized systems that have been set forth, and how they have blocked us and kept us from prospering, how they have robbed our children, how our generations have been robbed because our parents and forefathers couldn't even own stuff, and now their kids are reaping the benefit of their forefathers owning and leaving them property and blah, 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 and all that. It's real. It's true. It was real true then. It's real true now. And it's going to be real true tomorrow. But the only way you're going to ever change it is if you stop talking about it and start coming up with solutions to overcome it. And that is my point. And the whole topic of my conversation was tonight is I don't have a problem with white power movement. As long as those white power movements don't include hate or negativity or any form of disrespect to any other race. I don't mind you. Indians and Native Americans. Native Americans have a love for themselves. Every race have organizations that preach love and respect. And we have the NAACP. We have a lot of black power movements. But we don't teach hate We don't spread hate. And that is the difference. So that's my point, and that was my message. So I don't support any form of organization or group that preaches, promotes hate on the basis of race, gender, or anything. I am totally with Martin Luther King on the content of one's character. That is what we should be judged by, the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And I am here to love everybody. I don't care who you are. Bible says, love thy neighbor as thyself. And that is my job, and that is what I do. But I think and the final of my message tonight is, we have to stop attacking people and start attacking issues. That's about it, guys. So anyway, don't forget, you're watching FlyNubianKingTV.com. I am Miguel Nunez, and I am here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I come on different days, sometimes different times, and sometimes I get the feeling. And I might just drop in here and just eat a Pop-Tart and just start talking. Because sometimes I'll be feeling shit. I'll be watching TV, and I'll just be feeling shit. And when I do, I just start talking, y'all. Sometimes I stand out on the balcony. And I do the same thing. But most of the time I'm here. 5:30, 6:30. When I have something to do, I'll just tape it. But anyway, guys, listen. I would say go out and hug a white person, but I'm just going to say go out and hug anybody. Whoever you meet. Tell them you love them. You know what? You can change somebody's whole day. Shock them. Guys, open the door for a lady when you walk past them. No matter who it is. Open the door for a lady. Help her do this, help her do that. Ladies, do the same thing for an older person next to you. And watch how the faces change, their expressions change. Watch how it makes you feel inside. I promise you it will. Anyway, and then again, I'm really stressing this flymoney.com because I know tax time is coming. And I'm not asking nobody to give nobody a shiznick. But it's real important because I see so many of my brothers and sisters wasting money. Watch Shark Tank. Watch Shark Tank, because when I watch Shark Tank, you'll see these people coming out with these great things. And they'll say, well, you know, how did you start it out? And they say, well, you know, I started out with like $3,000, or $5,000, or $2,500, or $7,000. And all of them are like this. It's never any big, huge amount. And some of them say, well, we got together, 3 of us, and we all put in $2,500 or $1,500, and they starting shit. Put your money together. Pull your money together. You can get yourself out of your situation. I did. I was eating out of the trash downtown LA. Eating out of the trash. I used to wake up and I used to have lice on me. I didn't know what it was, and I had to go downstairs and I had to have them spray me with poison every day. I used to sell my blood just so I could eat. And you talking about roadblocks? Nigga, look, I had roadblocks. I was looked down on like a dirty little nasty nigga bum. I didn't let any of that affect me. If I had, I'd still be there. If I had, I wouldn't be where I am today. I didn't. Every single, I guess I'm wired different because every single thing I came up against. First thing I thought of was, okay, shit, let me learn. What is the roadblock? What is the problem? Why can't I? Once I found out why I couldn't, simple. I got to the point where I could. Whatever that block stopped me from happening, I corrected all of those and got in. That's the same thing. There is no roadblock you can come up with or come up against that you cannot overcome if you're focused on the right fucking thing. That's the key. It's like you're not going to get an agenda to worrying about the white man. You're never going to get a black agenda through worrying about the white man. You're never going to get a black agenda through without some white help either. That's the bottom line. Nothing. When Martin Luther King was walking across that bridge, holding arm in arm, getting their ass whooped, dogs ate. There was some white folks out there getting their asses ate too. Your dogs like dark meat, but there was a few of them that got bit on the leg or some shit. But listen, the point is, you gotta know what you want, and you gotta pick the right fight. And going out here with this white man, white supremacy, we are forcing them to choose a side when it's not against you, sir. It's not against you. It's against the system that has been set up by your past people, and that's what I'm fighting against, sir. My fight is not against you. I'm trying to fight against this to get this. We want this issue passed, and this is the issue, one of our agendas that we need going. And I know that it's an issue that there's roadblocks, and I just want to find a way around. That's what we got to do. Why are we picking fights with folks? If you're think about it, if you're a white man, you would look around, you see all this white man, you feel like you're being attacked. Because we are and they are, and I don't give a damn what you say. If you say they're not, they're not. Bottom line. And most of these guys around aren't even responsible for the shit that we mad about. They ain't even around here is responsible for the shit we mad about. It's their forefathers. And we're taking it out on them. And we're blaming them. And they don't know where it's coming from. And we're forcing them to take a side, and we're forcing them to hold on, shit, stop backing up. We ain't gonna back up. Ho, come on, y'all, let's go forward. And we're forcing a confrontation that is not what we need. And the more we confrontate, the more it takes us off of our mission and accomplishing the goal of overcoming whatever is blocking one of our agendas. We tend to create our own obstacles to our agenda by the route in which we fight it. Instead of going straight at it, we want to take white man and we're going to go this and we're going to go that and we're going to do all these dumbass shit instead of attacking the issue. We create our own mini roadblocks to overcoming our issue. We don't have an organization or leader. That's the bottom line. So I don't have a problem with you white people. I tell white power! White power! I don't have a fucking problem with it. As long as you're not preaching hate, negativity, and you're preaching love, but respect for yourself and your, I don't have a problem with that. That's bottom line, because we teach that same shit to black kids and Asian kids and every other kid in Spanish and Latin, which we should. So, I hope I didn't offend nobody tonight. Listen, everything I talk about is conjecture. Everything I talk about is just my opinion and how I feel when I see something. And I'm always open for change. I'm always ready to stand corrected. And I don't always know everything. These are just some of the things, how I feel, and I like to just get them out. And but I like doing it. And like I said, I'm not right about everything. I'm open for change. I can be corrected. But these are some of the ways I feel about certain things. And I'm just trying to express them and express them. Okay. That's it, guys. Miguel A. Nunez Jr., make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share the video. And make sure you subscribe to FlyNubianKingTV.com. FlyNubianKingTV.com. And also go check out FlyNubianMoney.com. Don't forget, tax time's coming, and FlyNubianBusiness.com. Both are incredible, amazing resources for helping you manage, invest your finances. Which, like I said, if your finances together, you're usually happy as hell anyway. Most people, when they finances all together, they're like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" They don't give a damn white or black. How you doing, white man? You don't give a shit. When your shit all messed up, you can't pay your bill, you're like, "I'm motherfucking parked over in my damn yard." It causes that. So, anyway, God bless y'all. I will talk to you on Wednesday. What is it? Yeah, Wednesday. What's today? Oh, God.